we know that people don't transition to new kinds of foods in a vacuum. So my interest was always, okay, who are the players who are shaping diet? And one of the things that stood out to me in the early days of getting started in this work was that Coca-Cola, for example, in the early 2000s, spent about 5.5 billion US dollars marketing throughout Africa. A decade after that, the subsequent decade, they spent $17 billion. So when we think about what is producing the change towards these sugary beverages or towards these ready to eat products, we also have to consider the marketing dollars that go into shaping the preferences of young people who are the next generation of consumers, but also among families, and whether it's women who are entering the workforce and sort of moving outside of the home. And so I really wanted to see, okay, who's spending the money and where is it going? And so in some of our studies, we saw the results of that. So in one study that when we were in Ghana, in Accra, we saw that the majority of advertisements in our study were for sugar-sweetened beverages. And we actually didn't see much alcohol, but we did see some coffee, some water, but the majority was full calorie Coca-Cola or a little bit of Pepsi. And so when we think about what is driving change, we want to be thinking of the corporate influences and how they are shaping diet. In another study, we wanted to examine social media because now companies have the ability to create their own Instagram accounts or that are specific to each country. So if you were to Google Coca-Cola Australia or any country, so they often have an account dedicated to specific countries. And in that study, we saw that in lower income countries, we saw more frequent price giveaways. And so that might be things like cell phone minutes or, just other incentives for free giveaways or price promotions in lower middle income countries. And we saw higher portrayals of things like vegetables or salads in higher income countries. And so, the incredible thing is all of those social media accounts really work hard to capture local culture and holidays and really infuse themselves into traditions in ways that are unprecedented.